Good evening, my people. Thank you for stepping into the file play land with me. As always, I'm your file player. I'm making this video today regarding Jarrell Big Baby Miller and his interview on Seconds Out with Radio Raheem. As you may or may not know, Jarrell Big Baby Miller is probably somewhere within the for the heavyweights. He may be out of the top 10, to be frank. He's never really chosen to test himself against quality opposition. A lot of his proposed fights for the future, they're usually against people that are not ranked or that pose no danger to him. People have suggested that he fight Wilder in the past, and he's kind of like been dodgy or non-committal when it came to making a match with Wilder. With Luis Ortiz, he's avoided him altogether. Personally, I think Luis Ortiz beats the shit out of him. Uh, Big Baby has like zero power. His endurance is somewhat. He kind of doesn't sit on his punches, or even when he does, I mean, it just doesn't seem to phase his opponents, with the exception of him fighting way smaller on the couch. We all forgot that he existed. Thomas Adamek. He could walk through dudes like that, but when it comes to anybody in the heavyweight realm that has somewhat of a pulse, it's not that he struggles with them. It's just that it's not somebody that you're gonna expect a knockout from. Though he's usually weighing plus 300 pounds come fight night, and it's not like he has like endurance problems. Like that's probably his only selling point is the fact that he could last the length of a fight for the fatness or size that he possesses. Uh, Regarding the interview, he mentioned that he didn't speak with AJ at the matchup while he was sitting ringside. Supposedly, they were doing other interviews, Jay, and he couldn't make his way there. Probably because AJ had a security team around them, I'm assuming. And that was rumored to be the case, too, with a lot of these other people that follow this and people that are in the know. They said that AJ rolls like to the U.S. with the security team, which I wouldn't be surprised because he's lame. But he said that he didn't speak with AJ. His excuse was that they kept interviewing him, and by the time he tried to make his way there, like that AJ tucked tail and ran. I don't believe him. I'm pretty sure he was instructed by Eddie Hearn not to really approach AJ with any or send real trouble his way. If he was being interviewed by all these, if AJ was being interviewed by all these media outlets, there's nothing more than that Big Baby Miller likes than being seen or making it seem like he's relevant by doing nothing. If AJ was bombarded by interviews, he could have made his way there during one of those interviews and been a clown on camera like he's prone to do. So I'm pretty sure that he was instructed not to make his way there by Eddie Hearn, or he probably saw AJ with a few 190-pound security guys, like, and didn't want to get his ass kicked on camera. I think Big Baby Miller has like zero heart. He also said that with that he was sort of been as one of AJ's next, or proposed to be one of AJ's next opponents in, as he put it, May, June, or September. Which you could, and even Radio Raheem, stupid ass, looked at him like funny because everybody knows AJ's rumored to be or pretty much set that AJ's going to be fighting on April 13th at Wembley. So how the hell is he going to fight him in May or June? So that just kind of tells me that Eddie Hearn's really not touching down with him as far as making any sort of plans, and that he's a secondary, if not third in the hierarchy of MatchRoom's heavyweight fighters. They ain't planning nothing around no Big Baby Miller. Big Baby Miller's a fucking bum. I've always said that. He's been avoiding fights for 2 years. He acts like he's Tony Montana, like, or that things gravitate around him in any sort of fashion. To me, Big Baby Miller is at the level of that other idiot that says "Let's go, champ." Forgot his name. Kind of tired, but Big Baby Miller is just the mouthpiece at the end of the day, which is like the role that everybody in MatchRoom that's not named Anthony Joshua plays, like where they just talk tough and they just do these round robin of opponents that they were ready for, or fights that don't equate to nothing in the grand scheme of things. I also wanted to talk about the fact that he was giving his assessment on Wilder and the Wilder Fury fight. He mentioned that the fight was a kind of a letdown because it was a technical guy like versus I don't know how he put it, but made it seem like it was a technician against the brawler. And he said that Fury, if he would have had more in the tank, probably could have beat Wilder if he had another round. But Wilder came in strong late. Kind of like putting, sort of like rationalizing like their performance as if he could do anything even close to that threshold. Never seen anything like big from Big Baby Miller, even against shitty opponents. He also said that he could beat Wilder and Fury. He was doing that same thing like he does with Dillian White, where he sends like corny disses like towards him, like he'll usually say Dillian White's a beef patty. Like he was saying something about Wilder being a catfish with no behind, which sounds like kind of like homo. Said something about Tyson Fury being tea and biscuits, like corny. He's a corny ass dude, man. Can't stand dudes like that. He's just a clown, like trying to be seen. He's just like one of these people that you could tell he's just a big body. Probably gets laughs from like white people that are somewhat intimidated by him, that don't know him, that get relaxed when he starts like making stupid jokes, and they probably laugh out of fear. But the man got no heart. He's a bag of shit. Can't stand this dude. Like my man Laws Dawkins P says, he's just a big bag of rice, tomato can. Make sure you subscribe to Laws Dawkins P too. That's LOZZ Dawkins P. But I hope that somebody beats the shit out of Big Baby Miller soon. Any bit of relevancy that he has is by his association with MatchRoom, and by his association of being a potential opponent for Anthony Joshua. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna try to make a fight with him and Joshua, like to try to approach the U.S. market, particularly if Anthony Joshua is on the outside looking in of a trilogy between Wilder and Fury. They may try to make that fight with big bag of shit Miller. There's no way they're gonna try to do that in pay-per-view. And I was talking to some of the brothers on Cali Enigma's live stream today, and I kind of suggested that AJ versus Dillian White here in America would never be pay-per-view. I don't even that's hard to get top billing like on Showtime even. So that whole thing like of making AJ a big pay-per-view draw here in the US, it's far-fetched. Depends on who he's dancing with, and it definitely wouldn't be a Dillian White if they were to fight next on pay-per-view here in America. That would never sell pay-per-view. That's a 50,000 selling pay-per-view fight here in the US, even with the Wilder Association. And you definitely ain't even approaching no Big Baby Miller as a sell here in the US. Big Baby Miller went from fighting in Brooklyn on the undercard of Danny Jacobs' fight. them not being able to sell that out, and I don't even think that was done at the no, that was actually in Madison Square Garden in the small room, to being downgraded to the plains of Kansas, fighting in Kansas, nowhere near a sellout. I'm pretty sure they were giving out tickets left and right that looked like it was 60% full. You could clearly hear like the coaches like and the refs during that broadcast of that Kansas fight, which Big Baby Miller wasn't even a headliner in that. So he's playing second tier to like shitty fights, fights that aren't nowhere near being sellouts. They're probably feeding him his 100,000. Well, Matchroom's probably feeding him his 150,000 every year just to keep him shut, dragging him along. He's alluded to Eddie Hearn being snakish in the past. I'm pretty sure it's because they've proposed somewhat decent fights for him, or fights that he could make a decent amount of money without being hurt, which haven't materialized, or a AJ fight down the line. I suggest that if they propose an AJ fight with him at any point without being ready, he'll jump on that chance. He'll take that 1.5 million and probably stop fighting from then on out. Probably sell himself as the man that fought AJ and ride off into the sunset. Yeah, but I can't stand the guy. He never takes on dangerous fights. Won't fight Luis Ortiz. He's just a plain bird in my eyes. So fuck Big Baby Miller. Hopefully we don't hear from you come 2019. Maybe that's the boxing gods' resolution, or a boon that they could grant me come this Christmas. Like he's just ass cheeks. Can't stand boxers like him who throw out as if they're some sort of A-side or draw in general. I don't think Big Baby Miller could sell out a YMCA here in Brooklyn. And I'm from Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn. I don't know two people that know who he is, like here in the Brooklyn boxing community. He's a nobody in Brooklyn, and he's a nobody in this in the boxing world. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you like this video and subscribe. With that, I'm out. Peace.